So there was that trade opportunity for that quick scalp, right? This rally higher offering opportunity to open up a short position, and then this cash out opportunity in the midst of sideways fluidity along key support at a low. That's the low, right? So we want to cash out in that sideways fluidity. That would have been a good short. Going to open up along there as well. We had a high for somewhere between 1 and 3, but really closer to 2 o'clock. And we have this spike here at 225. I think we'll probably see that spike, like that that price level again here at the end of the day. Nice. So like I said, high there on the 14th. And then we have this like secondary opportunity here in the midst of this rally higher. Some possibility that we see this high one more time tomorrow, or possibly like even slightly higher, but I think this is probably where we top off. Right, so if you were to open up a short here, you could close that short on the 20th, and if we're wrong about the 20th, then very, very, very likely on the 22nd. If we're wrong about that, I would say holding it until the 26th is probably a little risky. It might be, but I wouldn't count on it. I'd say, but it's very strong probability that we have a low here. This won't necessarily be like a lowest low here, but it'll be like a significant low. We might end up in lowest lows here at the end of the month. It's possible, but as I said many times before, this last week is like just whoo. It's like crazy confusing, guys. Crazy confusing. There's so much going on. So much going on there. Between highs and lows and big moves back and forth. It's just like all bets are off, in my opinion, there. Hey, Weird Thomas. No, you're not annoying, Weird Thomas. Not at all. Hey, Robert. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Oh, working on February. Excuse me. So the question is, Bitcoin goes back up to 45K or more in January, or do we just keep moving, going down till March? No, there's a notable high in January. I think we probably have a high in January that'll be higher than the highs of the end of the year here. Oh, sorry, I'm looking here, but when we look at 24 here, this is a high here. Then we go into a low. Then we go into another high. I think we see higher price levels in early 2024 before revisiting a trough. Which could be this right here. It's probably this right here. In the end of January or in February. Although I don't think we hit 25K again. So let me just check here. Yeah. So it looks like it's probably around this price level right here. We're going to go with like this right. Let's go with this right here. Something like right around here. We should see that around January. Or let's say we might even see 40. We might even see like 46 or 47, 48-ish. Let me see. I got a yes for right around this price level here. So probably around like the cusp of January, February. We're gonna decline from the roughly this price. Sorry, what am I saying? This price level here. Roughly around this price level, we should decline back down to roughly around this price level here, somewhere here, and then we'll probably do it again before March, and then in March we have it again. If there's a lot of wildness going on in all of the 2024 readings in that part of in the first quarter. Hey, AV. That's cool, Weird Thomas. You should keep a dream journal so you can learn a lot about the unseen world by studying your dreams, especially if you have prophetic dreams, which is what a dream that comes true in essence is a prophetic dream. Now the thing is, it's not that you're seeing the future, you're creating the future. That's what prophecy is to create that future. So you should keep a dream journal and then take note of the thoughts that you have around that dream when you first wake up and write it down. Take note of the thoughts that you have in your mind around that dream, that surround the thoughts of that dream. Those thoughts are going to probably give you an idea of what will determine whether or not that dream will come true or not, based on what you're thinking about that dream, if that makes sense. When will the 1 year for NVDA and Tesla come out? Let me see. And NVIDIA will probably be out within the next next few days. It just needs to be edited. And what was the other one? Tesla? Same thing with Tesla. They're coming out within the next few days. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go to 25K though. I think it's gonna like almost get to 25K, but not quite touch it. Nice, good stuff, Weird Thomas. So one of the first tools that I used to develop psychic abilities. So you guys understand, I grew up in a world where psychic abilities was like, does that really exist? Like, I don't know about that, man. You know, like people around me just thought that was hocus pocus. They were all stuck in the grid, right? So I had to pull myself out of that and teach myself the real knowledge of reality, which we don't learn in school. I spent my life studying the nature of reality, the real knowledge, right? So one of the first tools to help me do that was what you call a psychic journal, which is very similar to a dream journal. It's just that you come to understand that at one time or another, there's not much of a difference between your dreams and the waking state. Think about how much you forget today. Like tomorrow, how much of today will you have forgotten tomorrow? You know what I mean? Like, so dream symbolism also works in the real world. You don't have to wait for a dream. It's that your belief system allows for it in a dream, doesn't allow for it in reality yet. But you can transform that belief system by paying attention to dream symbols in real life and then seeing how those dream symbols manifest. And it's very important to write these things down in real time, not to wait till later, to write them down in real time. It's super, super important. All synchronicities and things like that. And you'll find these synchronicities will start to give you, like, you'll start to interpret things from them. And that's how you learn to develop your ability to interpret and to read and to communicate with the universe, which is constantly at all times trying to communicate with you. It's waiting for you to wake up and see that it's like, yo, like that all the time through synchronicities. We just don't notice most of them. Hey, Proof. The rest of December for STX coin. Is it this right here? If it's not Stacks, let me know. I'm gonna look at Stacks. Oh wow. Oh wow. So we're going to attempt to establish support around these levels is what it looks like. I wouldn't expect us to go much higher. I wouldn't chase a rally here. And if we're attempting to establish support here in the end of December, it might be a good place to take profits, really. Do we go higher in January? Let's see. We go higher in January, so I would just hang tight. Sorry for the cough, guys. Mara stock for the rest of December. There'll be a decline throughout the rest of December, but it'll offer opportunity to open up a long position before a notable move higher in January. And you want to take profits in Mara in January, it looks like. Well, sure thing, man. If you have dreams that are coming true, you definitely have some sort of ability, like innate ability. I mean, I think we really all do. It's just a matter of like spiritual evolution and other components, you know. But if you already have like a natural thing going on, you should definitely like focus on that, and that will open up other doors in other areas. Because the psychic dimension, the fifth dimension, I should say, I mean, there's always more to learn. There's always more to learn. It's not like just one way of reading things, you know? When, oh, sorry, AV, when is a good time to buy NVIDIA and Tesla stock? I redid the 10-year. This is what I was working with when I did the 2024 reading, but I redid the 10-year because for whatever reason I lost the file and it's so old. But based on this, so you might get into it here at the end. If we do have a decline at the end of the year here, like it does look like that in Nvidia has got a sharp decline here. So if that does come to fruition, I would say that that would be an opportunity to buy right on the cusp of the year. And you could close out at like a February high, or like just on the cusp of January, February, maybe something like that. Same thing goes for like if we have a trough here at the end of the year for Tesla, I would say I'd hop into that. Um possibly for a new high, multi-year, possibly. That would take place here. We'll see. Whatever I recorded in my 2024 reading, but I have a feeling I probably said something about a new high in 2024 somewhere. It's a pretty crazy year, guys. It's going to be a pretty wild year. And basically every 2024 reading I saw has like multiple highs and lows going back and forth. Hey, it was luck. Oh, no worries. It was luck. Thanks for letting me know. How's Snow doing? For the remainder of, or for this week? Is that right? It's called Snowflake? I didn't know that was called Snowflake. Okay, so there was an opportunity today to open up a long position. Looks like and close that long position. I got the Princess of Cups for today, so that seems to be pretty accurate. Looks like we have a notable decline tomorrow into a trough on Wednesday. We have an important support level on a multi-day scale highlighted on Thursday and another one highlighted on Friday, same scale. Are they the same? Hard to say, but we either have a low and then we establish that low, like with sideways rotation. We either have a low on Wednesday with sideways rotation into the end into the end of Friday, or we might go lower. Like on Friday, it might actually be a lower price level. There's a notable reversal on Friday too. Oh, did I skip anybody? I want to make sure I didn't skip anybody. Let me... Okay, good. Hey, B. Hey, Terry Tees. Hey, iCrypto. Welcome, iCrypto. Hey, Tabraze. Okay, so let's see. Netflix and JP Morgan stock direction for the week. Whoa, okay. Um Let me start that over. It was a little unclear. Okay, so today is probably a significant opportunity. Like I got the full card, so I think it probably was accurate. We have a brief peak that's easily missed for Tuesday. A crest, an overbought crest that we sell off from through multiple supports on Wednesday. And then there's an important support level highlighted on Thursday, like a cash out opportunity maybe. A lot of volatility and price change on Friday. We've got the Ace of Swords there. So there's probably a resistance level there that we'll see more than once within relatively close time proximity, like same day or maybe like the next day or something. Hey guys, if I skipped you, don't think I missed you. I'm coming back to you. I just got to get the people with the stars first. They're paying for priority response. Netflix. All right. Okay, so it's looking pretty mixed here for Netflix. we're bound by a range tomorrow, so it could be the lower end of a range. More likely, it's the upper end of a range. And then on Wednesday, we have a rally along a diagonal trend line, breaking through horizontal resistance, meeting a second resistance, and then pulling back to somewhere between those two price levels. This does not tell you whether or not we open higher or lower, so you need to be careful about this stuff, guys. Resistance level on Thursday that's highlighted that we'll probably see more than once, either on the same day or with like the following day, something like that. It's a resistance level and a lot of price change around it, volatility. And then there's a crest that we sell off from on Friday down to and through support. We do a U-shaped reversal, come back and reuse that support as support. That was Netflix. More like it'll be the same. It's either going to be the same or it'll be larger based on the science card. There's two ways you could read that. It'll probably be larger or longer, however you want to put it. We're talking about crypto bull runs tend to get a bit longer each subsequent run. Do you think the next one will be longer or shorter? I think it'll be the same or longer, something like that. All right, so what's your moon sign, iCrypto? Hey Terry Cheese, if I didn't know, I think I already said hello. Oh my god, Terry Cheese, she thinks I said Siri again. Terry T's, do you have like Siri problems? Tell me, does Siri give you a hard time and like auto miscorrect you like all the time? Tell me you have issues with Siri. I bet you anything you do. Like more so than the average person. Like myself. Hey Raymond. Oh, interesting. That could be it. She might be upset with you. Um, no worries. So, all right. So UVXY 850 December 29th call options. When should we close them? Oops, that was not it. CBOE I want. Oh shit, that's February. I'm giving away February right now. Oh, go away. So I want this one right here. Excuse my French. All right, here we go. So I would say today would have been a good day to close, but since we didn't close, The next opportunity, which is probably just as good, is going to be on Thursday, and there might even be a better one on Friday. But I would take a good opportunity if one comes to me on Thursday. It's the Ace of Discs, very auspicious for cashing out of a trade. And then Friday is the star card. The thing is, maybe we open lower and then there's a big move higher, you know? So I would probably go with Thursday. And if Thursday doesn't work out, then definitely Friday. Moon Libra. Hmm. I mean, Libra is the type of sign that can be like you could be Libra energy is could be good energy for being a medium, like actual like channeling energy, communication between like spirit and self, that type of thing. Libra energy is generally pretty good, especially if it's a moon sign, I would think, because that's like the internal psyche. You're welcome, Raymond. Appreciate you. All right, so I'm going to recap real quick and then I'm going to roll, my friends. Man, we are getting close. Okay, so I think probably what happens here is we decline into the rest of the week. I'm so sorry, guys. Excuse me. We decline into the rest of the week. Might be mixed here on Tuesday, and then like we have this big move higher, either in the morning or over the weekend, possibly like a higher price level than this 437 or 473.63. Excuse me, the higher price level than what we had on the 14th, right here. It's possible it could be the same or it could be higher, and then we go back into declines here. It looks like pretty strong declines. So I would want to be I've opened up a long position on the daily here, right? Or excuse me, open up a short position. Oof. I would have want to opened up a short position here. Well, there was a day trade, right? Open up a short and then close it at the low right here. Ace of Wands, low, close out. And then open up a long, close the long at the end of the day, roughly. Looks like end of the day would have been a little too late. There's actually the trade here would have been for like roughly around 2 o'clock. So that would have been pretty solid, actually, really close. And here we go. Like this was a princess, an ace of wands. So my sense is that you could have done a day trade, but it also would have it'll hold up as a place if you if you open up a short position and you're holding it now and it's out of the money or it's underwater. I think it'll probably end up really soon. Maybe not. Maybe here at the end of the day, even the way things are looking, but over the next few days, that short position will definitely seem like a good idea. Would have been good to add a little bit here, but no harm, no foul. I don't read in reverse because when I was learning how to do this, when I was developing the system, I originally used the reverse cards, and the up and down and all of the nature of the stock market, and like reading up and down and bull and bear and inflow, outflow, and things like that, like having the card inverted versus right side up, like having two different meanings, just made it very difficult. Like it just gave it an added component or an added level of confusion. It was one of the things that I ironed out of the system or early on. It was creating a lot of confusion and misinterpretation. So the way that I read, and I'm very careful with my cards to make them all right side up, specifically so that when one does show up inverted, it's like the universe making this card stand out. Like, this is important. Pay attention. It's not that it gives it necessarily like a different meaning or an opposite meaning. It's trying to, get your attention. That's how it is for this system, anyways. Good question. With that said, guys, I'm going to roll. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. We're counting on you here at Tarot for Traders and the Investor Profit. Blessings to all my angel investors. You know where to go. You know what to do. Blessings to you. I'll see you guys tomorrow.